be talking right here because this is what I do.
Let's be watching Cheers, okay?
No, that's not how it works.
Yes.
No.
This is way less distracting than you.
Then go to your room. You have a desk in your room. Eden.
I'm doing it right here already.
You're disobeying me in front of the whole wide world.
Right here already. I'm not gonna move my 5-10 things to my room, which my desk isn't even clear. And I don't
fault.
even
You
have
can't
light
keep your room
in
clean.
my room. I don't have a light in my room that I can see doing my home.
Well, then you're just gonna have to listen to me.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
Hi, everybody. Is anybody even here? I don't think anybody's even here. Hold on, I gotta check on. I don't even have it open on here. Ah, there they are. That was weird. What's up, Brett, Hugh, P Money, Hellstorm, Derek, Captain Hiltz. All right, I'm trying to. Sorry, I don't have this open on the other thing. YouTube.com. Good evening, all. Eden, the lion looked great. The lion? The lion! Did she post it on Instagram? 10 people watching now. Started streaming 78 seconds ago. You know we're here. Yeah, I'm always wondering if it's streaming or not. So yeah. At any rate, she did. All right. Let me grab where am I at? Linkity blue. Pasty. All right, I'm just gonna be drawing, and if you all want to chat, feel free. I'll just drop this in here too. Drawing and chatting. Something is itching this one spot on my head. So annoying. All right, where is my other stylus? All right. Here we go. So I'm going to get back to, I'm going to blow this up so you can see what I'm working on instead of, is that background annoying? Or you guys want like something easier to, I can change it to this one or this one. I don't have anything else loaded up. Did your heartburn clear up? It did. I think apple cider vinegar. Eden. The apple cider vinegar got rid of my heartburn. You might want to try that next time. Doing fine, Rich. Yes, Bob. Anything but Matrix. All right, we'll do this one. I live, I die, I live again. All right, over to Photoshop, which means it's going to be hard for me to see if somebody else wants to pop into the stream. Although I could open a stream on here. I could open... You know what, let me do that. Let me open a StreamYard on this computer. Enter Broadcast Studio. And that way, I can tell when somebody wants to pop in. Enter Broadcast Studio. All right. That's kind of the trick with StreamYard, though, is you don't get alerts that people are there. Darn it. Now that's going to truncate my... All right, now I got to pop this out. What am I drawing? I am drawing a page wherein you can see Svarog surrounded by some of his new minions. It's not a spoiler page, so I'm actually jumping ahead. I have not done the page before this. I've laid it out, but I have not illustrated it yet, so 'tis what it is. 'Tis what it is. All right, that way I can keep track. I can keep track this way of everything. I want to see how many people are here. Hit that like, hit that share, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like and hit that share button. I don't know if anybody else is streaming right now. I didn't even check before I began. I just figured, you know what? It's almost 9 o'clock and I have not done a second stream today, so close that. And my Epstein videos are killing it today. Oh, you've done Epstein videos. Fancy. You sound so much like Bob Ross, do I? With my happy little pistols. Happy little pistols. All right, let's see. Am I on the right? Oops. What does Alt Z do? No, I think that's about right. I'll just bump it out a little bit here. All right. So I don't want to go terribly tight on this stuff, because I'm not even referencing right now. I'll probably when I start penciling this gun, I'll grab some reference because I want it to look as close to a Glock as possible. Is that the gun that Epstein didn't kill himself with? Epstein didn't kill himself with a rope, didn't he? I thought that's how he didn't kill himself. So again, this is not going to be a terribly tight pencil job. This is my breakdowns. So and I'm doing this on the new Photoshop because I have it on the new computer, because I have it. I bought it a while ago so that Elijah could use Creative Suite, which means I got Photoshop, but I didn't have a computer that was capable of functioning well with Photoshop. So now I do, and I know I could totally just hit R and rotate this canvas so I could get to those lines a little better. So there. Oops. But it is hard to get used to all of this. It is indeed a little difficult. So ACV is the best for heartburn and indigestion. Good. I will definitely remember that because I was not enjoying that heartburn this morning. Cut your bad guy in half like in Star Wars. No comment. I am not going to comment on what happens with my bad guy or my good guy or anybody. I like for you to find this stuff out. Why am I suddenly hungry? Why is it right when I start streaming I get hungry? It's so annoying. Richard Davidson, he was taken off Suicide Watch. How convenient. Yeah. Right. Sure, he was taken. He was removed from Suicide Watch. That order was given. That was Order 66. All right. Let's see. Capcom is winning. Is it? Sweet. I actually was rooting for Capcom. I know that that might conflict with old Edwin, but yeah, Capcom sounds like more fun to me. Plus, if the copycats copy it, then that will definitely give Kyung a huge advantage. And as far as that other show goes, I am Team Kyung. I'll have to think of Capcom characters. Yeah, I'll have to think of that beforehand. Instead of, I'm always just like waiting till, because I'm so busy. I don't sit there and take time and figure out what exactly I want to do. And then this last time, I thought I knew what I wanted to do, but then as soon as the show started, I changed my mind. Not ideal. Wait, Eden is on the screen and no one has hashtagged pay Eden yet. What's wrong with everyone? Oh, Eden's being disobedient. And I don't want to fight with her right now, so. Other show, is that where Kyung has been? Well, no, Kyung's been gone. Kyung has been fulfilling for like a good long time. I actually don't know how this all works exactly. That's terrible. Ah! Darn it, I keep trying to use the Alt thing because I'm thinking of it like the Mac. Mac has different hotkeys. Is it the Mac has different hotkeys or just the earlier version has different hotkeys? Maybe that's the problem. So I'm going to reference this gun as well when it's time to pencil, but not now. Not now. Right now I am just doing breakdowns. So I believe this has two things on the end. In the front, ejector here. Something along those lines. I don't know. It's been a while since I drew a Mac 10. Sorry, it didn't mean to help stir Miller family drama. Oh, don't worry about it. Demon Slayer. For next week, do an anime topic so Kyung can get the third win if they copy you again. Yeah. Monster Hunter is Capcom. The irony. Monster Hunter. Any storm in a port? Get it? Any storm in a port? Yeah, all right. All right, let's see. I'm just going to do this very lightly. I really just want to get to the part where I get to print this out and pencil it. Honestly, I just don't like drawing on computers. It is this tablet. It just feels gross, man. Your hand on plastic all night? Oh no, I don't know how people. I mean, I guess you can get used to it, but it still doesn't make me like it. Just want to put my hand on a nice piece of Bristol board. Yeah, that's the good feeling right there. Does Photoshop feel fast now that you have a fast computer? Yeah, there hasn't been any delay like on the old Mac. Once in a while it'll start chugging on rendering stuff, but this is pretty instantaneous. Pretty much instantaneous. I'm not rendering this much more than I did in my layout sketch. This is kind of funny. I'm really kind of keeping it loose here comparatively compared to the way I usually do breakdowns. I wonder why that is. I don't even know why that is. All right. Anybody have any questions about drawing? This changes things a great deal. So that's very, very, very unusual. Private psychologist come in. Are you talking about Epstein again? You guys saying that I should do Epstein videos? Ah. Dun dun dun. Do you use stippling at all? Oh, I haven't used stippling for a very, very long time. I did this one piece as an entry to the Chase Bank calendar art contest. I do believe I did win. I don't remember what month I was, but boy, I stippled this illustration of the Chase Building in downtown San Jose, which I took the picture of. I took the photo. It was a black and white photo, and I drew it. Drew it out, copied it, and I stippled it with a .13 rapidograph technical pen. And I don't have the original. I don't know what happened to the original, but my mom has a copy of it. Has a photocopy of it, and man, that thing's just insanity. You know how long it takes to stipple with a .13? Takes a long time. Is this the wicker chair? No, this is going to be a wooden chair. Then people are going to be like, well, where did he get the wooden chair from? I'll be like, well, where did he get the guns from? Come on now. I'm going to worry about a chair? Got all these weapons now, and you're crying about a chair. Da-da-dee-da-da-da-da-da. I'm probably going to reference this chair a little better. I don't like just using made-up stuff. How is Mommy Miller, and did the other team do zombies too? Mommy Miller is just dandy. She's a dandy. I'm your Huckleberry. And yes, the other team did zombie cyberfrog. Zombie cyberfrog, and they managed to get like twice our audience. Twice. I mean, that's considering the fact that they promoted it on some very, very large channels all week long. And they hosted it on a channel with 90,000 subscribers. And they managed to get 2 times our viewership. I'm going to call that a win for us. Is there blood in the wine glass? There is blood in the wine glass. Just like in the end of the first issue. This is, by the way, the last page you'll see. The other pages, I have 2 more pages after this. Wait, 2 or 3. 2 or 3 more pages after this. They will be a sort of a side story setting up something to happen many years from now. As long as I don't die of a heart attack, I'll be drawing and writing this hack. So he needs that iron. That is correct. That is correct, Nick Sonata. And vitamin D. He needs the vitamin D. Because in my world, vampires cannot process vitamin D because of their allergy to the sun. Their extraordinarily potent allergy to the sun. It does not allow their bodies to create vitamin D. So because they cannot process that, they have to have pre-processed vitamin D, which they can only get from human blood. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. Vitamin D is vital and required to cell replication and cell what do you call it? Was it mitosis? No. Their body, they wouldn't be able to use vitamin D pills with their biology. So it is a particular need that vampires have in my world. So vitamin D in milk is added. What did you just walk into? What do you mean? Do you want to turn on sticky keys? Sticky keys let you use Shift, Alt, Control, or Windows logos by pressing one key at a time. The keyboard shortcut to sticky keys to press the Shift key 5 times. What? Shift, Control, Alt, or Windows logo using. No, I don't know what that means. I don't want to pay attention to it right now. What the heck? Why is this sticky keys? Let's see. To use Control, Shift, Alt, or Windows logos. Pressing one key at a time. Huh? No, I don't even. Does anybody know what sticky keys are? I don't understand what it's trying to tell me. I don't get it, man. Do vampires still need proteins, carbs, and veggies, or just vitamin D? No, they can eat regular food in my world. They just do require other vital sustenance to maintain longevity, bone structure. Let's see if that goes that way. Is that glass going to be in front or behind his sleeve? I'm going to leave it that way. Kind of like it that way. I know what sticky rice is. I think you should turn off sticky keys. I don't even know what it's doing. Will Lone Star 2 take place mostly in the day or night since you're having vampires as villains? It takes place over a series of days, so both. I would just say both. Dang it, why does it do that? That's so annoying. Like I said, this is new Photoshop to me, so I was on CS4 for... Gosh, was it CS4 or CS3? I don't know. Might have been CS3. Actually, I could tell you right now, but... Hold on. Let me see. Applications. Oh yeah, CS4. Is the bathroom still a weird experience? You know, we don't cover the whole bathroom thing, oddly. Hey, I saw a new movie on Netflix last night. It's called The King. It's about Henry V. Really good. Really well done flick. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, and you're looking for something cool with that historical vibe to it, yeah, check out The King, man. funny because what reminded me of it is the vampires. Robert Pattinson is in it. He plays the Dauphin of France, but he's not in it much. Regardless, it's a really good movie. It's a really good movie. Check it out. Check it outers. That brush palette that keeps popping up is from your tablet drivers, I believe. There's a double tap setting that is bringing that up. No, it's a hover setting. If I leave it on there, if I'm like trying to figure out what I want to draw too long, it just pops up. And I find it irritating. You know who would have been a great Svarog in his prime? Rutger Hauer. Rutger Hauer as Svarog. Speaking of Pattinson, I saw The Lighthouse the other. That was good and messed up movie. That one. Make sure to turn off the settings as well. Hey, Mike, can you get Eden to sing something? Probably. Why do vampires always have pronounced widow's peaks? Why not? It's a fine question. I have no answer for you. And now here is the young lady wherein Svarog is getting his glass o juice. I'm going to beef her up a little bit because I didn't want her to be some real thin girl. So,
what is your opinion of this?
Looks like Michael Myers.
Anything we should change?
Change?
Like anything wrong? Something seems a little odd.
Well, there's no style to it.
No. I don't really have a style. I was just kind of drawing it from my head.
Let's see. From your head?
Well, I mean, I look for reference, but this is...
There's Elijah's Michael Myers. Terrible
graphite,
light
so it's
source.
Shine.
The light source is too much. What do you guys think? Ice Pirates needs a sequel. It's got nothing to do with this.
I think his mouth's a little small, but it's not supposed to be a big mouth.
So you need to use reference.
I did use reference, but his mouth doesn't go much farther than his nose does.
Yeah, keep it up.
I'll go do Trapper now.
Go do what?
Trapper.
What's that?
There's another guy.
It looks like Michael Myers. Cool. The ear's a little funky. Yeah, but it's supposed to be a mask. Doodle-dee, doodle-dee, doodle-dee. Let's see how my poll's doing. We are at 1,918 votes. Very nice. Very nice. Well, he's not drawing it to be inked. So I don't know if line weight variation qualifies. The mask where he wears is Captain Kirk mask from Star Trek. I know that. What was that movie where the guy they're supposed to get the Michael Myers mask and he got the Mike Myers mask instead? I'm trying to remember. That was a funny movie. This hand looks a bit off. You know, let's rotate this. Who's winning? Oh, I wasn't looking at that poll. I was looking at the other poll. I was looking at the Comicsgate poll. Man, that thing is going crazy. 1,900 answers. It's been shared out by huge names. Well, compared to me. Three polls now. Yours, 43%. Bleeding Fool, 36%. Another guy, 46%. Bleeding Fool has only just started. Yeah, I'm curious where the Bleeding Fool one ends up. How long is his? How long is his poll going to be up for? Gosh, that sounds terrible. How long is Bleeding? Anyway. I think that's wrong. Mike wins. Doesn't matter who come out. He's getting a point. That's one that the war campaign can't skew. Do you pencil your commissions? Usually, yeah. Usually. Sometimes I'll do this. I mean, what I'm doing here, this is breakdown. So I'll do this. I'll print this out in blue, and then I'll go in with a pencil and actually do all my tight finishes, because obviously I can't ink from this state of just nonsense. I'm just trying to get some basic information here in this stage. So I guess long story short, yes, I pencil everything. I never go from, well, I almost never go from this to inks. That it's even over 10%. I mean, yeah, as a scientific poll, it is incredibly invalid, but the size of the population isn't all that large either. Let me see if I can do this from my other computer. Ah, good. Check that out. So I'm controlling this. Edwin, you're in.
Weird.
I'm controlling it from the Mac instead of having two screens up, so I can see the Photoshop at the same time. I have
cool.
I have the Mac up so I can see.
Of course, someone tries to call me immediately as I go online.
That's how it works.
So what was the question about your poll?
It was personal. I don't know. Check the chat.
Let me scroll back up and see if I can find it. All right. A Fuzzy Creature says,
that it is even over 10%. I mean, yeah, as a scientific poll, it is incredibly invalid, but the size of the population isn't all that large either. Yeah, if you look at the most funded Comicsgate book of 2019, and I believe the most backed book is Jawbreaker's God King. Let's see. Talking about 2019 now. It's the most recent. Let's see. I'm going to hop over to Indiegogo instead of guessing. Explore comics. Sort by most funded. All right. The Cyberfrog stuff was primarily in 2018. Some of the variants in 2019. But the most recent 2019 book that I would say is, would we call Jawbreaker's God King explicitly Comicsgate? Chat, let me know what you think.
I didn't pay attention to how he was promoting it, but
Well, he doesn't call himself Comicsgate, but everybody else does.
only when cornered.
And somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that, if that's changed. I don't intentionally mean to put out inaccurate information, but if you start there, let's see. And Jawbreakers is in demand mode. Currently, as of tonight, he has 6,031 backers. Okay, so that has to be approaching. That has to be approaching sort of the cap of what Comicsgate is. You know, plus or minus 2,000.
Yeah, I mean, I think you'd have to qualify if you're actually Comicsgate. That means you actually support books, right? You can't just sit there and say I'm Comicsgate because I'm a consumer and not consume anything.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just your audience. You're a hanger-on.
All right, so figure Comicsgate is somewhere in the vicinity of 6,000 people.
Well, I know, that's what I'm wondering, because I think at the max back last year we were up around 10,000 people. Maybe 12.
But the point being is your poll at the moment has captured what? About 2,000 people?
Oh, yeah, almost getting, I think it's 19 something.
Yeah. So on the low end, you have captured at least 20% of the people.
Crazy, huh?
And it's perhaps as much as 33%.
Crazy, huh?
The potential flaw is, you know, obviously the wording. And then we have no way to verify if someone is Comicsgate or not, or was Comicsgate or not. You know, you have no way to determine that. But it's your audience.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, whoever said it's not scientific is right. It's not scientific, but I wasn't looking for perfection. I was looking for a point.
Yeah. In November 2019, if somebody is weighing in on one of your polls, they're at least probably fairly aware of Comicsgate. And then additional people came in from me. Did Ethan retweet it?
No, he just promoted it on his show. I have him blocked, so he can't retweet it.
I think Yellow Flash talked about it.
Yellow Flash retweeted it. The Quartering retweeted it. Did you know that?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. He's got 600,000 subs. He's got 100 times my sub count. He retweeted it, and it made it more obvious that people have left Comicsgate.
Well, the percentage has stayed pretty consistent.
Yeah. Nicholas Glenn, $4.99. Are you buying into Kanye West's conversion into Christianity, or do I think he is a false convert that Jesus warned us about? He seems pretty intently, I don't know, converted to me. I mean, I watched a couple interviews with him to kind of gauge where he was at, and he seems pretty legit. He talks like someone who's actually converted, not like someone who's, you know, people who say they're converted, but
Yeah.
their actions and their thoughts don't portray that. Kanye seems pretty spot on, like a young convert. That's not to say that I mean, I hope it sticks.
Yeah.
Some people it doesn't stick.
I wouldn't expect a lot of theological depth from Kanye, but
I don't know what I'm doing.
Christ talked about the little children, so, and if somebody's going to jump out and talk about Christ, and that helps strengthen somebody's faith or lead somebody to Christ, I think that's a good thing.
What is happening here?
Let's see. Nightwolf plays, I think the quartering left CG. I don't think the quartering was ever CG, but he was, and I think, I don't know. But I do know at some time in the past that the quartering and Ethan were friendly towards each other. And so I think the quartering took an interest in Comicsgate.
Yeah.
But I think Jeremy is primarily about his own YouTube presence and whatever stuff he's doing.
Does anybody know how to change the brush shape dynamics? Why isn't it changing?
Are you in the right mode?
Smoothing, building, mode, noise, brush, transfer, color dynamics. It should be shape dynamics. Size, jitter, no.
What are you trying to do to it?
Jittering. I don't want it jittering.
The jitterbug. The jitterbug.
Okay, that'll do it. Except I need it down to size 3. All right. Delete that.
Let's see. Jay Hamilton says Ethan raised a bunch of money for Jeremy when he was assaulted by that. Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah, but that I don't know. I don't think that had anything to do with Comicsgate. That was just because there's a bunch of crazies out there. And where there's some crossover, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Some comics fans like Magic, and some of Jeremy's Magic, the card game, right? And so there's going to be an overlap between segments of geek culture. If people like comic books, they tend to maybe like games or like some other stuff, and vice versa.
Yeah. No, Lone Star did not kill the guy with the AK. That's a different guy. That guy had dreadlocks. And spoilers, geez. These guys have seen all the pages already.
You doing your rough outs in you doing your layouts in Photoshop?
Yeah, just my breakdown. They are all under Svarog's control. The quartering was one of the skeptics, says Pablo Romero. The skeptics of Comicsgate?
Skeptic YouTubers. It's kind of like a YouTuber movement.
I don't know what that means.
Jay Hamilton says, I'm subbed to his channel, but I only watch it once in a while. Yeah, I think I'm still subbed, but yeah.
Oh my gosh, I went through all my, I don't know how many channels my kids sub to, but there's so
a bunch of subscriptions.
Yeah, I'm like, why am I subbed to all of this just crap?
Did y'all have a change to daylight savings time?
Yeah.
All right.
Damn it. I think I have a hair in my throat. I cut Isaac's hair earlier. I think I got one in my throat.
Oh. What were you cutting his hair with? A weed whacker?
No, it's just, it's very, he's got blonde hair, so it's fine, and it just kind of gets in the air, I guess. Or something.
Oh man. All right. So I think now Drawn and Quartered, instead of starting 4 my time, will start 3 my time on Wednesday. Yeah? I know you've got your new rig, but do you want me to run it so you don't have to run cameras, or?
That's probably ideal, yeah.
Okay.
It's probably, oh shoot. Wow, this is so foreign to me right now.
That way you can actually try to compete instead of
yeah. Instead of competing with my computer.
Yeah. And hopefully everybody has gone in and put their vote in. We've got a poll on Twitter. Mike likes them polls.
Hey man, they're nice. And by the way, for those who are here, if you don't know already, if you go leave a comment or a series of comments on Friday night auctions, you're entered to win a free print from my store, MikeSMillerArt.com.
And I will put the link. I'll put the link to the Twitter poll right in the chat. Right now, Capcom. This is Rodwell Stevens. This poll is to select the topic for Drawn and Quartered. We had a couple of different ideas that sounded good, and then wanted to give the audience a chance to get their input in.
Hey, don't take my water. Come on, what are you doing? I need
Give
that.
me your coffee then.
Take my coffee, kid. I think that was giving me heartburn.
Oh, and then we may do this again. We may do this again. Occasionally, sometimes we're just going to have a couple of topics we really want to do. Like sooner or later, we've got to do Punchline. Maybe when.
Yeah, right. Weldon will kick our butt.
Yeah, but we'll still do it. Yeah.
Yeah, but well, you know what? We'll do it when he's got a campaign.
Yeah, because that's not that far off. And then we are going to have to,
what we could have done?
What's that?
Bric-a-brac.
Bric-a-brac. Oh, Bric-a-brac would have been cool.
Man, that would have launched it. That would have wrapped up his book, man. He's close. He's less than $1,000 away from.
And he's going to make it either way because he's got a flexible goal. But a kid's such a nice kid. Like I'd like to see him finish up with some profit. Has everybody in the chat taken a look at that Bric-a-brac comic book?
Oh yeah! Oh gosh, dang it! Why does she not listen?
We had,
when you make gyoza, you're supposed to put oil on the bottom of the pan.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you rip the bottom of the gyoza off.
Yeah. So you've got some sad gyoza. You got to have something to dip it in. Have you got some shoyu or something?
I'm not going to worry about it.
All right. So
That's right. It's an eating stream. Get over
it. Was it Saturday we had Ryan on? Saturday in the morning?
Yeah, I think so. Saturday.
Well, probably afternoon your time. So the kid he's 21 years old. He is going to school to be a high school English teacher.
Crazy.
And he's just getting it done. But he was super stoked to tell us about his comic book.
Yep.
And it is a great looking comic book. It's a Christmas Planet. The kid is a Christian, and so there's almost a little bit of a C.S. Lewis vibe going on.
Yeah.
Kintron Yed says, I'm a bric-a-brac-bracker.
A bric-a-brac backer?
A bric-a-brac-brac.
Bric-a-brac-bracker? That's a
how much brack could a bric-a-brac-brac if a bric-a-brac-brac bric-a-brac? Yeah, gonna get some more attention for Aaron too.
Yeah.
And he's still, as far as I know, I mean, he's still got books coming out from DC and stuff.
Wow.
In case anybody missed it, one of Aaron Lopresti's most recent runs was on that Damage comic book. Michael Richter said, "Y'all been drinking?" Nah, I was thinking about having a glass of wine though.
Ah.
Now
So
that
you
I've
will
cooled
be.
off from my run and dinner.
Aaron, I do believe, will be on again this week.
Oh, good.
Drawn and quartered just to kick my butt again, which I'm fine with. Reports to the contrary, notwithstanding.
Right now, without opening any drama, let me say this from a positive note about that poll is for the fans and creators that are interested in perpetuating Comicsgate, knowing that people have checked out from it, you know, maybe they can take that and do something meaningful or useful with it.
Wait, what?
Right? Maybe they can take that data and sit down, you know, as a community and as creators and say, you know, hey, what can we do together to make this more appealing to people?
Oh, you mean the poll?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thing. I mean, the whole thing is like, I heard there were people just laughing off the idea that people were leaving Comicsgate, and I'm like, dude, I hear from these people every day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's like they're not talking to you because you're the ones they're leaving. So
I mean, I get wanting to passionately defend something, and I get, but you just can't argue your way to be appealing. People don't work like that. They don't.
well, you also, bless you, Eden, you also can't just ignore problems away. As
Yeah.
much as you might want those 43% of former comic skaters to not exist.
Yeah.
I don't understand the argument here.
Yeah.
They're trying to bend everything over backwards to try to excuse why 43% don't want to be comic skate anymore. I mean, I'm trying to help.
Well, let's see. Unrelated Comus is very optimistic, Edwin. It's just, you don't. I do not like making people uncomfortable or make them feel like I am against them because of something they like. It's just you've got that data now, and you can reject that data. But if you really like the CG thing and you want it to persist, you're going to have to do something different. Just because when distributed movements, if they're not growing, they're dying.
Yeah. Yep.
But just for myself, I would just rather deal with people's as individuals and not have to negotiate the complexity of.
This chair looks terrible.
Why does it look terrible? If you start drawing a wicker chair, man, I'm gonna.
No, because it wasn't giving. I wasn't building it. I sat him down, and then I didn't sit him down in the chair. I built the chair around him sitting down.
The chair is a little wonky.
Yeah, the chair is a little wonky. That's what I mean by it's terrible.
It looks like a 3-legged chair, and the chair legs are going off into different planes. Kind of.
Well, I want the
Is
leg
that an all-terrain chair?
curved
Or
out.
rough terrain chair?
It's not that part. It's this part up here. None of this makes sense.
Yeah. You might have to clean one up.
Let me see here. What do I have?
Or kick his boot out and just give him the full-on man spreading and hide the other leg.
No. I'll figure it out. All right, so this. All right, this leg is gonna have to drop down here. Oops, dang it! That's the one thing I hate about that.
Is that a spoiler?
No, it's not a spoiler. I'll move this leg here. It's all right. I mean, I can change all this stuff.
Is it like a TARDIS chair, maybe?
No, it's a retardist chair. Yeah, so that line has to go all the way down there. This just has to change.
I feel like one of the henchmen should have a pigeon tattoo, kind of hidden somewhere. Rodwell Stevens says the more you talk about them, they'll keep rallying against you. Best just focus on things you control, like Blacklist Universe, and ignore the noise as much as you can.
I agree. I just felt like this was something that had to be pointed out. And honestly, I was very curious about the results of it myself.
Right.
For the poll, because I didn't know. I mean, was I? You know, how many people felt like the people? Because all I was getting was people telling me, and I couldn't add them up and say, oh gosh, that's 43% of you.
Yeah, you get an intuition for something, but it's hard to quantify that.
Yeah,
that
I just wanted a real number, and I think we got one. And I think with a real number, you can make some real decisions. You know, I mean, I saw this coming, but now that I know it's a quantifiable number, it's a lot easier to say. You know, prophecy fulfilled.
Jay Hamilton says, speaking of pigeons, when are we getting our pigeon emoji? How many more followers how many subscribers do you need?
I can scrap when I have time to get around to drawing a pigeon emoji. I will go ahead and scrap the John Malin head.
There you go.
We don't need no stinking tacos.
Oh no.
I imagine there's some people who want me to keep the pay Eden.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if we can't guilt you about stuff, what's the point in being a member?
Yeah, right.
It's the best part, man. Rodwell Stevens, Macau, I hear you. I just don't want this to suck up all their energy. Yeah. I think, yeah. That's the thing. And you know what I mean? When you argue about this stuff.
What the heck? How does this... What am I doing that is changing my freaking pen?
Are you holding Alt or Control or something and scrolling?
Yeah, what I just did.
Are you using your Age of Empires shortcuts in Photoshop?
Stop it.
Rob Wigga.
Does anybody know Photoshop?
Hit Control Z.
No, I don't want to undo. I want the size and everything of my brush changed.
I think when you hold it.
You must have been in a field and you will Control
I
Z.
hit something. What was I hitting? What was I trying to do? Did I hit Shift? Let's see, brush. Shift. No, that doesn't do anything. Maybe just go back to using pen and paper. Well, I'm trying to get to the pen and paper part. Yeah, this has to... Okay, I know how this has to go like a U. I could just figure this out on paper and just...
You're pretty close now, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, not to denigrate anybody, but your breakdowns Some people's finished work.
Yeah. Yeah. I know a couple people you're probably talking about. All right, I need to get my brush back to where I was. Which means I need
There's
to
a
shape
wild
that.
Art T. Bear, creator of the Chrono Mechanics.
Hardy Pants.
Hey, Art, you saw Dynamite, man. Is it Dynamite? Yeah, Dynamite is doing a Kiss Zombies book.
Size jitter. Size. I don't want size jitter. I just want size. Dang gummit. How did I do this last time? Smoothing, billing, what else? Brush.
Got some Doctor Who talk in the chat.
Oh, yeah?
Just so everybody's clear, there's Tom Baker and then there's everybody else. But unrelated Como says, Rhaegar Targaryen, when did you try and watch it? The season that starts with the 9th Dr. Christopher Eccleston is when the show was good. Yeah, it was pretty good.
I like Eccleston.
Yeah.
I do not like this brush. You know what? I'm just going to reduce it. Jeez. Well, there we go. How did I get that to work?
What'd you do?
I don't know.
Did you hit a plus or minus?
Wait, hold on. Let me see if I hit the... Okay. That's a hotkey. All right. So, hitting the period changes the brush. If I want... Dang gummit, just get it back to the first one. How do I get back to the first one? Oh, this is annoying. Oh, come on. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. Size.
You're gonna put some zipatone. Some random zipatone.
Right? All right, so I didn't know. That's new, being able to cycle through brushes like that. I mean, it's new for me since I was using CS4, which is approximately...
Wow, it's 20 years old.
Is it 20?
CS4?
Yeah.
Let's see.
No, it's not 20. It's like 14 years old. I think. No.
Creative Suite 4.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's only 11.
Is it funny?
Yeah, it's 11 years old.
Do you want it? I mean, I don't want to eat too much. Eden, you want half of this? Okay. My wife brought my sweet potato.
A sweet potato. Okinawan or regular sweet potato?
Regular. One of them orange ones.
Yeah, man.
Ooh, ha. Are we going to have to pass the hat to improve Mike's software? No. CS4. I mean, hey, pass the hat. Send the super chats. That's fine. CS4 is what I had on my Mac because somebody gave me a copy of it a few years ago. And then I have Creative Cloud, but the computer I had before this one wasn't for some reason I couldn't hook up a Wacom tablet to it. So I never bothered. Plus, that computer obviously wasn't as strong or strong enough to handle it. So now I'm biting the bullet. I'm using my Cintiq, which oddly, the screen doesn't work because I can't connect that part, but it's just working as a regular Wacom tablet.
Let's see. We've got somebody doing yeoman service. This comes from Comics Legend. He says, Mike, watch those tangents on the fingers meeting up with the chair.
Uh-huh. Well, Eden, you want your own? Mommy has it. Oh no, Gotham Knight says he's going back to watch some Supernatural. Gotham, tell me it's not the new seasons.
I like Supernatural, but I haven't watched the last 3 seasons.
Exactly. Same here. After season 11, it was just the writing was so bad I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah, they just kind of jumped the shark, if you
10.
will.
It jumped the ghost shark.
Speaking of jumping the shark, how about that Meg? The Meg.
How about that, Meg?
That's a. I don't know if you could jump the Meg. Probably
Need
wouldn't
a
end
monster
well.
truck.
Yeah. Still, that'd be kind of iffy.
Yep, sent in getting my cards. I don't know if you saw that tweet. Getting the cards in a few days.
Very nice. All right, we got a relevant question here.
Mm-hmm.
These are my favorite questions because these are like lore questions. Comes from Ninja Comics 33. He says, Blacklist Universe. Mike, in your story, are the unknown soldiers a set team or are they expendable?
In my universe, everyone is set and everyone is expendable. They're not intended to be expendable, but they are mortal.
Yeah, because they're fighting some pretty heavy duty stuff.
Oh, Gotham Knight. Just stop there. He says he just got into Supernatural a couple months ago and he's been going through it on Netflix and he's on season 10 now. Just pull the plug. You got the good parts.
Erodimus Flash says, Fonzie always jumps the Meg. Hey!
Fanzarelli.
Sit on it, Miller. All right, Rodwell Stevens, since I backed the Meg, I can officially ask, Mike, where's my shark book? Where's my shark book?
It's probably in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
It gets to California November 12th.
No,
well, actually 11th.
No, it gets released from customs November 12th.
Oh, man. All right, don't count your chickens then.
Right. I really need those chickens, though, Edwin.
Could be the customs officer could be a cyberfrog fan. So, nope, not today, Miller. Not today, Miller.
Well, my printer deals with this obviously all the time, so hopefully it's not a problem.
Ninja Comics 33 says, if I am only able to get one book from the Meg campaign, what do you guys recommend? Out of the three, my favorite is Six Gun Samurai. However, after reading the preview for the Meg,
Be right back.
I gained a much stronger appreciation for it. But yeah, out of the three, my favorite is definitely Six Gun Samurai. And on the channel here, I think we've performed Six Gun Samurai, the first issue, like 3 times. It was a lot of fun. So if you like that theme, though, if you like that kind of, if you remember the old David Carradine Kung Fu, if you kind of like a little bit of a Western theme, except your protagonist here is a 16-year-old who is both a gunfighter and who has been trained by a samurai. Jay Hamilton says, "Carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are gone. Don't you cry. Don't you cry no
Trying to get my
more."
channel struck?
Was that?
You trying to get my channel struck?
I think I'm probably incapable of singing a song well enough for the for that.
Had to happen, yeah.
Yeah. I think you're safe. Unless my singing, unless somebody like flags your channel because my singing is so bad, it's considered like a war crime. Oh, Nightwolf Play says I'm gonna grab Six Gun Samurai. All right, man.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you very, very much.
Now the cool thing too is eventually Six Gun Samurai will be able to be tied in to the Blacklist universe.
Yeah.
And so that is very cool.
Six Gun Samurai is lore
Yes.
right now.
Boy, like a descendant of the Six Gun Samurai running across Kagemusha. That'd be a fun one.
Yeah. I don't know. I have to think about that.
Rhaegar Targaryen says Edwin starts singing and a bunch of birds nearby just drop to the ground. Yep, just nope out. You're like, can't even. It's the anti-music.
Leave the birds alone, Edwin. There's no parrots there, are there?
In Hawaii?
Yeah.
No, they're not. There might be a few wild ones that have escaped from somebody, but there's not a significant like feral parrot population here.
All right. Oh wait.
All right, Ninja Comics 33 says, Edwin, very interesting. Thank you. If I get Six Gun Samurai right now, I'd like to find a way to get Deal with the Devil somewhere or somehow down the line.
Down the line, yeah, I'll have. I mean, whatever I have left in my print run, I will make available in other campaigns. So yeah. Thing is, I don't know if I'll ever print them after that. Right? I'm not going to do another Deal with the Devil campaign down the road to reprint it because I would probably get a minimum number and then, dude, those things are not cheap to print. So what I have now is probably all I'll ever have for Deal with the Devil.
Oh, very nice. Colonel Irwin in the chat, Mike. He says the Meg Samurai deal was the second Indiegogo he had ever backed.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm sorry you haven't gotten it yet. Working on it.
And then Nightwolf plays, yes, Blacklist Universe. The Blacklist Universe is a singular, coherent universe. So unless something changes, everything going forward ties in to a larger world, and it has one kind of driving cosmology.
That's right. Although I was, looking at that bric-a-brac, it made me think about my I have a story called Dragon Hunter, and I was like, it's totally, its own universe and stuff, but I don't know. I got to focus on.
Oh, and Lone Star was the first from Colonel Irwin. Yeah, man.
Oh wow! Thank you, sir. Mucho apreciado.
All right, we got a couple of questions. Kevin, one we got Kevin Sharp saying hello. And for anybody who doesn't know Kevin, he has been an artist with Marvel Commercial Services, Marvel Professional Services. So he draws a lot of specialty comic books. Kevin's art, please do come by Drawn and Quartered and see Kevin draw sometimes, because in 2 hours he's making production ready art.
And then he's kicking butt on Friday night auctions. Yo.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, can you host Friday night auctions this week or no?
Are you going to be out?
I got camp.
Yeah, I can. Do you want me to host it under your account?
That would probably be ideal.
Yeah. We'll figure it out on Thursday. When do you leave for camp?
Friday.
Okay. Yeah. I will. So Friday night auctions will still be on Blacklist Universe. It's just Mike Miller won't be on Blacklist Universe.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
will be at Church Camp Universe.
We could do that. We could do that, but it's probably only going to be a 3-hour show. I'm not going to do a 6-hour marathon.
Well, I
That's
think
your-
the last couple shows have been pretty short.
After I do about 2 or 3 hours of auctioneering, I am done, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or particularly when we get like those bid fights, like that one with Kevin's piece, that was so much fun.
Yeah, Kevin killed it, man. Who
All
knew
right.
Wolverine would be popular?
All right, so now we do have a question. This comes from Comics Legend. He says, what are the plans for Superhero G? There hasn't been any mention of the Imaginaries universe in the past year.
Well, not in the past. In the past year, there has been. Maybe you've missed it. But no, I've talked to my artist on the Imaginaries, the second series. The first series is called Lost and Found. The second series artist was Nikos Koutsis. And yeah, I talked to him about coming back and doing it, and he's down. But I got to pay the man. So I'm going to need some funding before I can get that started up again. But I want him to go back and redraw everything from ground up because honestly, I'm not happy with the way the first series came out. And Nikos's art is just fantastic. He's an artist over with Eric Larson, actually. He started coloring a lot of stuff for Eric, but Nikos is a fantastic artist in his own right. So he's done some backup stuff for Eric and whatnot, but he's definitely a talent.
Well, yeah, Nightwolf plays, and he has a YouTube channel, and so I would encourage our audience. He absolutely loves comic books, so you might want to consider following him. He says he did a review on his first Indiegogo comic book. Very cool.
Nice.
And by the way, we have a Facebook group. And the Facebook group is a pretty fun place. It's a good place. Sometimes we don't always catch everything in chat. You can ask questions in the Facebook group, and there's just not a whole lot of degeneracy in the Facebook group. And by what I mean by there's not a whole lot of degeneracy, there is zero.
That's right. Oops.
All right, looks like, and I'm looking at some of the new activity. Let's see.
Okay, this guy looks like a midget now. Look, his legs would have to be down here. He'd have to look like the grandpa from what's that show? King of the Hill. Lost part of his legs in Vietnam. All right, I gotta move him or shrink him. All right, X and B.
But
Oops.
we always put stuff for drawn and quartered.
The heck?
Are you having issues?
Yeah, I'm having issues. Why can't I grab this
Are you on the right layer?
freaking layer?
Are you on the right layer?
Yeah, I'm on the right layer, but then I go to move something and it doesn't move. Freaking
Right.
move.
Do you have the layer locked?
I think I might have to actually be on the pixels. Yeah. All right. V. There we go. All right. Let's see. Where would it be?
All right. And Seven has been posting some cool stuff right in the Facebook group. But if you want to ask questions in there, I will periodically check the Facebook group and make sure that Mike looks at it too. But if you got questions that are just burning your brain up, you can post them in there, and we'll make sure to get to them. Ninja Comics 33 says, when do you think Lone Star 3 will launch?
February. February is the plan.
February. There we go.
And I will be working on the book, the art, and obviously the writing. I'll be working on the book throughout the winter, so I won't be campaigning through the winter. I'll be working on that, and then yeah, there you go.
Is this page 45 or 46?
This is page 45.
45. Okay. 4 more pages then.
Well, no, I haven't done 44 yet.
Oh, you skipped over 44?
Well, it's on this file. It's not
It's a spoiler page.
It's a spoiler page, so I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I am going to have to actually move this leg. Darn it.
Now, some of these pages that you haven't seen, and by that the audience haven't seen, are pretty intense. Pretty intense. So hopefully, when you have this in your hands, Soul of the Soldier it's going to create an emotional reaction for you. But make sure you reread. Make sure you reread Heart of the Hero a couple of days before you read, Soul of the Soldier, so it's fresh in your mind.
Oh, maybe I should just make this bigger.
There you go.
Excellent. All right, let me fix that. Yeah, I'll just fix that in pencils.
Awful Redneck Gaming says, yes, they're very intense. The wicker chair dies.
Spoilers? Jeez.
Neo Valentine says, February. So does that mean you're going to have to do a Valentine's Day variant? Yes.
Oh. Well, I mean, you wouldn't get it until I don't know when it's going to print.
Yeah, but you could still do the variant cover with a romantic theme.
That's true.
Kevin Sharp says, me too. I launched my book Dragon Guard in February.
Very nice. Okay, I'm going to have to.
Yeah, and Kevin's stuff looks good. That Dragon Guard looks like one of those 80s cartoons. It's got a little bit of He-Man, a little bit of Thundar, a little bit of Thundercats for certain.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope, dude.
Kevin, who are you gonna have color that bad boy? Boy, Awful Redneck Gaming says Kevin just wants my money. He's gonna get it too. That'll teach him. Well, that'll teach him to make good comics. Yes, indeed, Awful Redneck Gaming.
That is the idea. Yeah, Kevin, any help you need, man, let me know. Kevin, you want to come in? You can hang out. If you're not in your bed. I already took a nap.
All right, and Draken is going to try and launch his book again in February. That's very cool.
Man, February.
Draken, you had like the Goblin part of that, the Goblin War. Every time I looked at those pages, that made me laugh so much. The little Goblin commandos and paratroopers getting trebucheted. That's good stuff. All right, Kevin Sharp says, all right, for coloring Dragon Guard, it's going to be my buddy Alonzo, who colored the promo art. All right. And Serena Sketches says, oh, hi. We got to have Serena on again soon for Drawn and Quartered.
It's been a while.
How is Serena? How is your health and how is your internet connection? You think you would hold up for a 2-hour drawing stream? Or? And then Serena says, why is that vampire not sitting in a wicker chair? I think Mike has expended all of his masochistic impulses. I think they've been sated for a while. between the
burned.
glass and the wicker.
Turns out vampires are allergic to wicker chairs, so yeah, no more wicker.
Yeah. Oh, Draken says different book, not the Goblin book. Oh, very cool, man. Very cool. All right. Well, let us know when you're ready to start talking about that a little bit. I saw you firing up them questions today and cross examinations.
Yeah, good stuff. Good
Yeah.
stuff, Dragon.
Captain Hilt says hammocks next, Mike. Yeah.
Hammocks.
Mike's going to have the first knife fight in hammocks. It's going to be something else.
It's going to be epic.
It's going to look like a scene from The Equalizer and The Matrix rolled into one.
Don't get ahead of yourself. It's just not Matrix 4. I'm more interested in seeing Bill and Ted 3 than I am in seeing Matrix 4.
All right, Siren Sketches says, we still have the trash satellite internet here, sadly. Slowly working on my health with the VA. I have an MRI next week. All right, Mike, here you go. This will make you feel good, brother. And I apologize for being a chat interpreter, but Mike's head is down in the drawing, and you come here so you can get some of your questions answered, and be able to interact. That's the fun part of connecting with a professional on YouTube. All right, so this comes from Ninja Comics 33. He said, Lone Star 2, that's Soul of the Soldier, is my most anticipated indie comic.
Oh, nice.
The first issue really made me enjoy comics again.
Oh.
I want to have that feeling again.
Oh, thank you so much. I love hearing that. That's my favorite thing tonight. Thank you.
All right, Nightwolf Plays just asked you a 5-hour question.
5 hour?
Yeah. He says, Mike, I have a question. Do you have any advice for making a comic book universe? Because I thought of doing my own comic book universe.
Yeah. Advice? Start with your ground rules. Start with the ground rules for...
How many miles are in a... Wait, how many feet is on
How many feet are in a mile?
5,280.
5,280. Who doesn't know that? I didn't know that. Have an overarching set of rules, right? Can your characters die and come back to life? Is there a unique power source, or how do your characters manage to have supernatural abilities? It's fun when they can all have different reasons or different ways to access the supernatural abilities if you're doing a superhero universe. But be consistent with the rules that you set forth throughout the universe that you're trying to build. So you can't have rules for thee and not for me from one character to the other. Oops. I keep hitting the wrong button to zoom.
Antonio Bryce spent like 5 or 6 years world building for the Brand universe.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he actually spent a... Yeah, I remember that first night I talked to him, man. He just kept going. I was like, wow, dude has put some noggin work into this.
Put some thunk into it.
Oh, Cyrena Skinches says she backed Bric-a-Brac yesterday. Great looking book.
Nice. Very nice. All right, I'm going to put him on a pedestal here. Because gosh darn it, with this sticky key crap. Does look like he's a little higher off the ground than these guys are now. And just throw some lines up here. No, I don't want that.
Hey, Kevin, if you want, man, come in and keep Mike company because I'm going to have to go in just a minute or two here.
I'm getting heartburn again. I might have to bail out.
Okay? Are
Is
you
that right? It's from
are
the-
you eat? Are
Maybe
you
it's
eating?
sugar in the.
Is it? Or are we arguing? Are we arguing with people too much?
Oh, we're not.
Oh, there's never enough arguing, Edwin.
That's right. And nobody was answering. I mean, nobody was arguing here. So, kidding about starting
Yeah.
with the Big Bang in the beginning, create the heavens and the earth, then hover over the formless waters and say, "Let there be light." Rhaegar says, "No one ever stays dead is generally not received well." Oh, Tums. Thank you. Look, my daughter gave me Tums.
Tums to dum dum dum.
All right, so I think this looks okay.
What are you going to fill in the background with?
It's a cement wall.
It's a cement wall.
Yeah. Just want to make sure that I have the legs and everything in the right position because chairs can be tricky. As weird as that sounds. All right. I could put the poster up behind him, but
Serena Sketches says, Edwin, you need to start helping Mike draw Lone Star.
Huh.
You remember that Operation game? I played that when I was a kid. I'm probably not going to start helping anybody with brain surgery. I'm just saying.
Operation.
Getting that wishbone out.
Yeah. I think this is good enough. You gotta delete some of this stuff here. All right. What do you think? Kevin, what do you think? I need Kevin's opinion.
All right. Are there any lewd tangents with any of the guns?
I don't think so. I do not think so. I just don't like. I think she might be too high.
She might be on the page or intoxicated.
Wait, what? Her.
Well, your eye right now in the state the drawing is your eye jumps to her because you blackened in her hair. Yeah, so it draws the eye there.
Her. This one.
This one.
The one I'm circling.
How tall is she approximately?
She's not taller than the dude to her left.
Well, because in relationship to the chair, it looks like she might be maybe like 4'5", 4'6".
Well, that's why I put. Yeah, I mean, either all three of these are midgets, or that's why I had to put him up on a platform instead.
Right. Oh yeah, he is on a platform. Yeah.
Why do you prefer our chairs?
Because they're easy to draw.
7 lewd tangents, just a gun angling maybe the wrong way or the wrong place. Something.
No, I gave her a lewd tangent. I just put her gun pointing right in his crotch.
Oh no!
All right, I'll have to change her.
I'm guessing even vampires don't like getting shot right in the McNuggets.
Right.
Right in the tendies, if you will.
Oh, I took his hand too.
See, now you're just playing around in Photoshop.
Yeah, I moved his hand, so. Whoopsie. All right.
We'll fix it in post.
Don't do it live. Ian's complaining that I'm drawing our chairs.
Oh.
Draw what you know, Eden. It's one of the first rules of art. Draw what you
There
know.
you go. Yeah.
Why is me sitting on the gamer chair?
I know. I thought about putting him in a gamer chair, but then I thought, no.
Well, if vampires are real, he'd probably have a live stream. Probably do pretty good too. That would be the real internet blood sports.
YouTube would ban him. This one has actually.
Be talking about vampire discrimination.
All right. I'm just trying to get basic build here. What did Kevin say? Further away, smaller. Big. Yeah. What's your point? What's your point, Kevin? Vampires like to be old-fashioned.
Vampires need civil rights. Well, yeah. It's the Constitution, man. Do you think the Constitution applies to the undead? Or do you actually?
Constitution. Hello, Dale Stafford. Welcome. What Marvel comic did you read instead? Oh, you're talking. They're talking amongst themselves.
Yep. Well, there you go.
Let's see. Dragon says, deity-based means there is an entity that controls the most powerful. Natural-based means that even deities have limitations. Is that from Dungeons and Dragons?
Ish. Well, that's kind of a trope in comics too, you know. Yeah, DeWolf Flying Sidecar Press says the dead lose their rights. Yeah, that would be habeas corpus, if you will.
Habeas corpse. All right, you know what? I'm going to print this out and do my due.
There you go. All right, Mr. Miller, I need to...
Does that still work? Nope, those hotkeys don't work anymore.
Now, you are using the Photoshop hotkeys and not the AG Empires hotkeys, right?
Yeah.
All right, just
trying to use 11-year-old hotkeys, and they're not playing right.
Yeah, well, you know, they probably cooled off since then.
A bit. Now, can I control you, this sucker? Okay. Colorize, saturate, hue, lightness.
You're going to turn everything into blue lines.
Yep. Put it on paper. All right, brother.
All right. Have a good one. Hey, and do not forget, hang on, let me grab that poll again. Everybody make sure to get in there, because Mike is giving you a chance, giving the audience a chance to select the topic for Drawn and Quartered. It's not going to be every time, but this time you get a vote. So get in there, vote early, vote often. You know, get all your sock puppets in there and vote for King Arthur in Camelot. All right, aloha, everyone.
All right, later. Oh shoot! I don't have this printer connected to the. Is it printer? Shoot. I don't have it connected to a printer. Anybody know how to connect a computer to a printer? Let's see. Start. Eden, you know how to connect computers to the printer?
Ask Elijah.
Elijah! Tomorrow on Dan Frega's channel, he'll be on with Art T. Bear. Oh, really? Art's going on Frega's channel tomorrow? Frega boom. Right on. Anyone in the chat know how to connect the printer to the computer?
Get Elijah.
Why? I'm just talking to the people in the chat. I can talk to the people in the chat. Go to printers and hardware. All right. Printers and scanners. Add a printer. Searching for printers and scanners. Epson. There we go. Add device. Do 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 do. Why is it taking so long? Here we go. Oh, downloading something or other. Go to printer screen. Yeah, I got it. Download a driver. I think it might be downloading a driver automatically. I'm gonna go load this paper up there. I'll be right back. Well, that's taking its sweet, sweet time. Uber drive. What are you talking about? That will be $5. Oh, I get it. Get the driver. All right. Well, why is this taking so long to download a driver? It's crazy. She's so testy. Ba, 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 ba. Or Adam driver. Speaking of Adam, let's not speak of Adam. All right, maybe I should wrap this up. Why is this taking so long? It's like locked. It's stopped. They call me baby driver. Do 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 do. All right, remove from stream. That's kind of boring. We should all buy Mike Wicker chair now. Mike, how do you decide how many pages one of your comics should be? I think 48 is a reasonable length because it's a good, thick comic book. Lots of story in it, right? Double size, more than double size nowadays, almost 2.5 times your average comic. And so you can get a lot of story in there, but it's not so much that it's going to take you, a year to do. Because, I mean, you don't want to be taking that long. You want people to be in the habit of getting your stuff relatively commonly. So at least I want to be at least doing 2 of these a year. I think 6 months might be too. I mean, 6 months is a while, right? Waiting for a comic every 6 months, but it's better than waiting for one every year, right? And then that's why I was trying to get these other books going so that I could have some fill-in time between that, because I don't want to just not be having any product coming out. Kevin Sharp said, Roadstar #1 read fast for me. Wanted more now. Well, you can read it again and read it slow. Sorry, Kevin. Wow, it's literally just locked up. The download is like, oh my gosh. You know what? I could save this piece off. Hey, I gotta print something in there. She's got issues. Let me save this off as a JPEG. And then upload it to my Google Drive. This is ridiculous. It's going to take less time to do it this way. Save, new, file upload, D, Lone Star 45 JPEG. Open. Upload complete. Now I gotta go over here. Download it over here. You go kick that door open, Mike. Don't let her wear the pants. GoFundMe works? What are you talking about? All right. Anyways, this is going to get really boring because I got to go print this out and then I'm going to draw on it and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thanks, guys, for being here. Hope you enjoyed my odd little drawing stream. It's been an hour, 46 minutes. And we'll see you guys tomorrow morning for cross-examinations. Good night. God bless. Peace out.